This is question 16. Here I'm told that Adele grew 30 cabbages. I'm told that she gave fertiliser to 15 of the cabbages and that she did not give fertiliser to the other 15. Then I'm given the final weights of the 15 cabbages that Adele did give fertiliser to. And then I'm also given some information here about the cabbages she did not give fertiliser to. And I'm asked to compare the two distributions of weights. So when I'm asked to compare two distributions of weights, what I need to do is I need to compare a measure of location, such as the median or the mean, and also compare a measure of spread, such as the range or the interquartile range. And just to kind of talk about what that means, that the idea of a measure of spread is simply how spread out the data were. So I need to compare two measures for both sets of data, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this into a table. So we're going to have some information about the cabbages with the fertiliser and some about the cabbages without the fertiliser. And so the first thing that I'm going to compare is the median. So I'm going to use a measure of location to begin with. And I am told that without the fertiliser, the median was 1.4. And then calculating the median with fertiliser, so using this information here, I need to figure out what the middle value is. Thankfully, the values are already in order for me. And so I can say that the median here is going to be the middle value, which again I can see is nice and easy. That's going to be that value just there. So my median is 1.8 with the fertiliser. Then I need to compare a measure of spread. And the easiest one I would say to use here is going to be the range. So my range for the data here is going to be, so with the fertiliser, well, the largest cabbage was 2.6, the smallest was 1.5, and so to calculate the range, I'm just going to subtract 1.5 from 2.6, so subtract the smallest from the highest, and that gives me 1.1. Then, doing exactly the same with the other information that I'm given, the largest was 2.1, the smallest was 1.0, and so that is giving me the exact same range. So I have compared the two distributions, a measure of location, such as the median, a measure of spread, such as the range, and I have compared these two. And then what I can now say is that we can be to infer something from this, we can say that the median is greater with fertiliser than without, and the range is the same for with fertiliser and without fertiliser. So the inference that this is giving us, because the measure of spread is the same, but the median is larger, we can think that this difference, without doing any further testing, we can say that, or it gives an indication that the difference between these medians is fairly reliable. Like I said, there are further tests that you can actually do to figure out whether the differences between the two medians are reliable and that it is a significant difference, but we're not asked to do that here. We're just being asked to compare the two, and so the median is larger with than without, and the range is the same for both.